Aaron Rodgers would like to talk to you about leadership because, as you know, he is the most qualified football player in all the land to tell you about how things actually are, not how we perceive them to be. He uses his platform to make sure that we are focused on the one thing that matters, and that is Aaron Rodgers. I'm not sure that I've seen an athlete in my time act the way he acts, and this is not because of his political views or his anti-vax views or all the different things that he stands for. Live and let live. What's interesting is that he doesn't share that. Aaron Rodgers would like to make sure that he is the sun to all of our stars and that we revolve around him, that it is his world. He wants us to follow him into the great beyond. And if you are a Jets fan, you have a small problem because Aaron Rodgers came in with all these great expectations. He got hurt after 4 snaps last year, came back. He said he's going to be the fastest recovery in the history of Achilles tendons. Of course, that was total horse hockey. He's just a man, folks. And there's a pretty good history about how to come back, what it takes. So he comes back and he's ready to go this year. We have a wait to see that he won't play 13 games. So far, he's playing. We're not quite at 14 yet, but he's playing. So here we are in November. The Jets season is finished. Woody Johnson can tell you all he wants about how it's the best team he's put together, how he still believes in the team. We did a coaching change. Everything's going to be great now. That's why we did it so early. The Jets are the Jets. And you will find the Jets not playing a game once the playoffs start. So for whatever reason, Aaron Rodgers enjoys the limelight and feels as though that when the light is shining upon him, people will follow him. So we decided to talk yesterday about whether he wanted to come back next year. Instead of saying, which would have been an amazing response, which is, I'm not even focused on next year. I have a contract for next year, but it's all about this week's game. It's all about this season. It's all about maximizing our talent and our ability to win games, to get past the coaching change, the unfortunate coaching change that happened, and do our best to get back to the Super Bowl for this great fan base. That'd be nice. No, that's not what he talked about. He actually wanted everyone to make sure that he hasn't decided. So he wanted to answer about, hey, are you coming back? What do you think? And he said, I think so. Yeah. Roger, could you stop? I just said Roger. I don't know why. 4869. Aaron, could you please stop? You see, he's got 37.5 million reasons why his decision's already been made. Why would you have to say he thinks so? Yeah, I think I want to make $37.5 million. We know what his motivation is. It's always been the same. It doesn't matter what uniform he's had on. And I don't blame him for that. I'm in, but just be honest about it. There's going to be a lot of talk within Jets online circles about what the dead cap hit would be if he's not back. The answer is $49 million. What his salary would be if he is back. The answer is $37.5 million. What his salary cap would be if he is back. That's $23.5 million. But I think that's the least of the issues. The issues that the Jets are confronting right now is who's going to lead us? Are we going to say that it's Rodgers who's going to go on record and is happy to go on record that he had nothing to do with the coaching change, that he has no say in anything, and he's just a player like the other 50-plus guys? Or do we want to embrace what his real function is under Woody Johnson? So he was willing to talk about the interim coach, Jeff Ulbrich. And do you think this is how leaders talk? When you are working for someone or you're trying to follow a leader, you're trying to be a leader yourself? I think Brick is an NFL head coach, whether it's here moving forward or down the line. Well, let me stop you right there, Mr. Rodgers. Ulbrich is an NFL head coach. He's already in the neighborhood. But then Rodgers said, he's a leader of men, and I'll stand by him. I'd love to play for him until the end. Well, is the end of this season? Is the end of next season? Are you now endorsing him as your full-time quarterback? And have you told Woody Johnson that, who may put the team in trust to go back and be an ambassador or God knows what else? I assume he could be Secretary of the Treasury. Who knows? When you have players who are commenting on your coaches, you talk to them and you hope that their message is the same, which is, I don't know what will happen because he's an interim coach, but I can only tell you that the surroundings, our environment, everything is positive. We just got to get the results. That's what you say when your team's losing. When your team is turned around with a new coach, we love the atmosphere. We love the passion, the emotion, the drive. We're beginning to play our best football, and the results are starting to show it. We couldn't be more excited to keep this season going. You can go with that direction. Or you can go with, I think, Rich is an NFL head coach, whether it's here moving forward or down the line. That's a good one too, Aaron. What do you think is going to happen with him? Well, two things I can promise you. One is an official wait to see, one not. The first thing I can promise you is that Aaron Rodgers will be a Jet next season. Because once you're a Jet all the time, from your first cigarette to your last dying day. Aaron Rodgers, he's not walking away from 37.5. So wait to see officially Aaron Rodgers will stay on the Jets in 2025. He will not walk away from his contract. The second half of that is not a wait to see, because I don't have the best feeling about what is going to happen to the operation of the team. Will it go to Woody's brother? Is he going to think about selling the team? Is he not going to take a position in the new administration? I just know that Jeff Ulbrich has not performed as a coach in a manner that will give him any sort of leg up on becoming the full-time coach next season. There's a reason he's interim, and if you knew you wanted him next season and it weren't dependent on the rest of this season, you'd lift the interim tag so as to take uncertainty out of the market. When you leave the interim tag on a coach or a manager, it means that you're doing a total wait to see, and you're going to do total results-based decision-making. There is not a professional sports team that succeeds making results-based decisions only. And you just get the feeling that that is what the Jets are doing, and I think it's going to cost them.